I'm not sure from what was read there that you understand that I didn't do this alone. I wouldn't be here today if I had. I'd still be typing for the next 3 years, probably. Anyway, I want to thank the folks over at the Historical Society for copying the diaries so that I could copy them. Jody is here today, and I hadn't met her in person, but we had corresponded by email, and she had sent me the Xerox copies of the diaries 1 year, or no, not a whole year at a time, yet generally a part of a year, whatever she had ready. And of course she had a team of volunteers also. I want to thank all of the people here to this conference. I have had a wonderful time, not only the people at the hotel, but all of the folks who have been around here. Everybody's been waiting on me. I don't know whether I can go home and take care of myself. For the list of workers, I have their names here because there are times when I can't remember my own name. You know how it is if you're gray-haired like I am. I have Lance Calfo, Elizabeth Smith, who were the two that got me started on this, Laurie Morrow, Jody Foley, and the volunteers from the Historical Society. Sandra Ross, who was my first typist, she was the only one that I ever did find that could type from my dictation. So I sat there and read, and she typed away, and we had a great time. Then there was Pam Lassley, Linda Brewski, Joanne Dan, Alice Peel, and Ann Peel, Carol Larson, Karen Stevenson. Some of you may know her. She's in Miles City, but she had done one of those humanities programs where she dressed up like Evelyn Cameron and presented a program. Did a beautiful job of it. So she had read a number of the diaries. Then there was Amanda Ragsdale, who is a journalist. She worked for the Glendive newspaper first and helped me, and then she worked for the Miles City Star, and she did a lot of the publicity, and it was through her that I got a number of my typists. Cindy Stalcap lives in Ashland, and she did a lot of typing for me. And then I have listed last of all here, Vonnie Shannon. And I had known Vonnie for years, but it never occurred to me that she might be interested in Evelyn Cameron's diaries until she read it in the newspaper. And then she called me right away and volunteered. From then on, it was clear sailing, because Vonnie was able to type much faster than I could, and she just turned them out one right after another. I do have two more names here I'd like to list, Piney Helmuth and Tony Calfo. They both work at the courthouse in Terry, and they did the copying for me. Of course, they have one of those machines that you just lay the copy there and it feeds it in. And so it wasn't that they were